Hello guys, it is me again, it's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to day 27 of my 31 days of horror in October. Now that we are on day 27, I figured I'd review another one of those ones that is just a really goofy but fun movie to watch during Halloween. And it's really one of the more underrated, kind of like, but at the same time kind of popular horror characters. So of course, like I said in the other reviews, I've been doing, for anybody who hasn't been keeping up with this marathon, basically what I've been doing is one horror film per day for the month of October, and all these reviews are some of my favorite horror films of all time. I've been reviewing all types of those, classics, slashers, underrated ones, etc., etc. So, now that we're on day 27, let's talk about a real goofy but silly, fun horror film. And of course, you can tell by the title what it's going to be on, and that review is going to be on Leprechaun. Now, Leprechaun was a film that was released in 1993. I'm pretty sure this was 93. Pretty sure this was 93. Of course, you can says starring Jennifer Aniston, well before Friends and all that other stuff. This was her film debut. You also, of course, Warwick Davis himself as the Leprechaun and things like that. But I mean, the story is very simple. You have, the Leprechaun. Played by Warwick Davis has his gold stolen. And then one thing leads to another. He ends up getting locked in this crate because this guy put a four-leaf clover on the top of the crate, and that's like the Leprechaun's weakness. So now he can't get out of the crate. And then years later, you have Jennifer Aniston and her family move into the house, and then one thing leads to another. The Leprechaun ends up getting free, and now he wants his gold. And from there, it's just a way to stop the Leprechaun, pretty much. And that's pretty much what the entire film is about now. Besides, Warwick Davis and Jennifer Aniston, you also have other cast members. You have Ken Olant in the film as well, who was in April Fool's Day, the original April Fool's Day. He's in here too. You have Mark Holton. You've seen him in a couple films. He was in the Gacy movie. He was also in A League of Their Own. He's been in a lot of other stuff too. I think he was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, too, if I'm not mistaken. But, so it's got a very recognizable cast, and it's written and directed by Mark Jones, who I think went on to direct that movie, but the ventriloquist dummy, I think it's called, Ventriloquist or something like that. It was something along those lines, but, I still say this is probably his best film, Leprechaun, because Leprechaun is really one of those films where the concept and idea is a goofy idea. It's about a leprechaun wanting his gold back, and it's a fun, entertaining film. I know it's one of those. I know it's a film Jennifer Aniston, nowadays, she's not proud of this film nowadays because of it was her film debut and things like that. But I think Jennifer Aniston does a fine job in here for her film debut. I think she does a fine job. And on top of that too, Jennifer Aniston was always a person that I've always really enjoyed. Even though I don't really watch many of her movies because a lot of them are kind of romantic, romance movies. They're not really my thing. But I've seen a couple of her films. I really liked the film that she did called Cake. She did a really good performance in that. She was also in, I really do enjoy the TV show Friends. That was a personal favorite sitcom of mine. I really enjoyed the show Friends. But movie-wise though, I really enjoy Cake. I really do enjoy her in Office Space. That's another fun movie. And on top of that too, Jennifer Aniston was always one of those people that I always found she's so likable. There's how can you not like Jennifer Aniston? I mean, just the way she, her personality and all that stuff. I mean, she has such a likable personality. Even when you watch the bloopers behind Friends, You know, like especially when she's like interacting with the little baby on the show in like the later seasons. You know, Jennifer Aniston just has that like likable personality, and I've always really enjoyed Jennifer Aniston. Even though I don't really watch many of her movies, I still really do think she has a really likable personality. And on top of that too, you know, so I think she does a fine job in this film. I think this is her. I think she does a fine job. I know she's not proud of the film nowadays, but I think she does a fine job. And of course, you know, Warwick Davis. This is the first introduction to him as the Leprechaun, and Warwick Davis is just very entertaining to watch. He's a lot of fun, a lot of really fun dialogue. You know, Warwick Davis has a really great voice too. You know, really silly and tongue in cheek and things like that. Really goofy voice, and I think he does just does a great job. You know, if you want like my overall opinions about the other sequels, Leprechaun 2 is I really do like the ones I enjoy the most are probably Leprechaun 1, 3. 4 is one of those so bad it's good movies, and I really do enjoy Leprechaun in the Hood with Ice-T. Not a fan of the sequel Back to the Hood, and I was not a fan of the Leprechaun Origins one with whoever that wrestler's name is, who was the new Leprechaun, because Warwick Davis didn't come back for the new Leprechaun. But you know, I really do enjoy Leprechaun 1, Leprechaun 2, Leprechaun 3 I enjoy. Leprechaun 4 is so bad it's good. It's just cheesy and things like that. Leprechaun 5 I thought was fun. Back to the Hood I was not a fan of, and the new one I'm not. But this is without a doubt easily the best one in the series. Because I think that this film is competently directed by Mark Jones. I think the cast does a solid job. You know, Jennifer Aniston, Warwick Davis. A lot of really fun scenes where like Leprechaun's riding that little car thing and all that stuff. That's a lot of fun. I mean, Warwick Davis is having a blast. You know, he's having a lot of fun with the role. You know, it's got some good kills in the film as well. It's got some really good blood. Very solid cast. And overall, it's a goofy concept, this Leprechaun, but they have fun with it because they know how crazy and over the top it is, and they just go for it. And I think it's a really fun film. It's a very entertaining movie. I know it's really one of those films that doesn't get talked about that much, but I really do feel like Leprechaun is really one of the more underrated horror characters. He doesn't get talked about as much as things like Freddy or Jason or even Michael Myers, but I think Leprechaun is really one of those. It's like remember also too, for a while I think they were talking about doing a Chucky versus Leprechaun. I know that never really went anywhere, but that'd be kind of an interesting concept, you know, Chucky versus Leprechaun. I'd like to see that, but Leprechaun is a very entertaining film. So that is pretty much it for my review for Leprechaun, and thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Alright guys, take care.